Well, here, and actually, I am back in Skyrim today. And I know, so I know I said in the last episode of this, which was way back in October, so quite a fair few months ago, that I probably wasn't going to do any more Skyrim episodes. Uh, Main reason why it was because the modded community for PS4, it's not so prominent anymore. It's still there, but it's mostly little things that are coming out now. You get, more to do with stuff to do with effects of the weather, and there's like player homes and new followers and stuff like that. Because obviously for PS4, unfortunately, it's limited on the PS4. Reasons why it's limited, I don't know. It's just unfortunately it's limited, which is kind of a bit rubbish. But I thought I'll come back. It may be a one-off. I may do some more. I'm not 100% sure yet. There's still two of my dungeon mods that I can do that I can show you, and to actually show you all the little secrets in it, stuff like that. Because I know some of them have been done. There's been a couple of videos on them, but people haven't found all the secrets in those dungeons. It's just that Cave of the Unknown Woman might be a bit of a bitch because of lighting, and the Knights and the Claw. That won't be too hard. That won't be a big ass problem. So if you want to see them, let me know in the comments below. Um, if there's enough interest, I'll do a video on them, going into the ins and outs of those specific dungeons, showing you where all the secrets are. I'm just generally talking for you about dungeon because I'm gonna find it a piece of piss, to be perfectly honest with you. Even killing the enemies are gonna be relatively easy enough, so I'm not gonna have too much of a problem. But I'm actually here today to look at a new dungeon. I saw that there was someone uploading dungeon. It's had a couple of favourites. It's had a few likes, and and the guy was saying in the description that it was his first. I think he's saying that it's his first ever dungeon mod. I thought I'll have a look at it because I've done a few dungeon mods myself. So I thought I'll have a look at it just for let. So if the person who made this dungeon mod watches this video or finds out that I've done this video, you know, it does say in the description. Of course, if this thing's gonna load, of course, it did say in the description to no, to not be harshly critical because it is his first dungeon. Now, oh yeah, I'm not gonna intentionally be harshly critical, but I'll point out to him or her. I don't know if it was a man or woman who made it. But I'll point out to them where things that where I think they can improve on, where they went wrong, or I may be critical, but I'll be I'll give them fair criticism into the ways of fair criticism, and what I think they could do to improve on the aspect of what they've done. So the dungeon mod is called Slayr's Dungeon. I'm gonna guess that's how you pronounce that. It's not a very big one, so I'm not expecting this to take a million years. But there's nothing wrong with small dungeons. Sometimes just a little small dungeon, not too bad. But I'll read you the description. Version 2. Note: this is my first ever mod. It's literally just me messing around and learning new things with the creation kit. So please, no harsh criticism. I'll give you criticism, but I'll be fair with it. I'm not going to be like, oh, this is rubbish, rah rah rah, blah blah blah, shit, blah. No, I'll be like, I'll point out where you went wrong, or where I think you could have done something better, and give you some little tips from what I can remember, because I haven't done a lot on the creation kit for a wee while. I am far from professional. Thank you. Don't worry, mate. So am I. This dungeon should probably take no more than 10 minutes, in all honesty. Okay, so yeah, they're definitely not expecting this to be that long. Depending on your playthrough style. Again, it was just me messing around, modding for the first time, wanting to see how it all works, and just uploading it for the heck of it. So this is not going to be like a full detailed review. This is just more going to be just a little bit of fun, but just to get it's his first ever mod, and he's starting to do something new for a community that isn't that at its peak really. So give him a bit of support. Why not? Recommended level 20 to 25 minimum. I think I'm around there. But then my weapons and armour are probably going to kick the shit into everything, This mod and the new dungeon rumoured to be untouched for many years. It was once home to the Slayr, one of the greatest swordsmen ever to grace Tamriel. With it going untouched for so long, surely there are things worth exploring in there, right? You can find a dungeon west of Riverwood across the river. It's hard to miss. In the dungeon, there are 3 special weapons to grab, all having once belonged to Slayr himself. There are also some chests to loot and enemies to fight as well. I've included a very short video showing the dungeon location if you want to find it, since Sony will not allow me to mark it with a quest marker. Now, there you can, if I can't see where your modder name is. I'll have to have a look at it later on. I'll put it at the top of the screen now, the person who made this mod. But the person who made this mod, I will say, you can put a marker, you can put a map marker in with the creation kit. You don't. It's the that kind of thing has nothing to do with Sony. The stuff that Sony doesn't allow is more stuff to do with outside assets. So it's more like new rendered 3D models and sort of like that kind of thing. Things that aren't already based within the game's engine. Music, I think, can be a bit funny as well. But something like for a map marker. So basically, you know, if you put you can put a marker onto the world map for people to at least see where it is. You can mark it as discovered as well, so they can fast travel straight there. But if you want them to actually get there themselves, you can put it as a undiscovered marker, but you can find it. I'll give you basically. I gotta remember all the bloody buttons now. It's been a while. Not options, is it? No. There you go. So it's like, for example, you to the mod creator, if you're watching this, in the creation kit, you can set up a marker that is like this straight away to any dungeon or place you create. So then people can fast travel it straight away. Or if you're not wanting to do it like that, you can set it up to be a marker like this. So therefore then it's, you know, it's like people can see where it is, but they can't directly travel there. But they can see where it is. I think if I can remember correctly, all you've got to do is go onto the world space map, where you get like the whole entire outside map of Skyrim. Go to where your dungeon entrance is, and then in the you know, basically where you find all the items, miscellaneous items, weapons, all the recipes and stuff like that. Just put in the search bar map marker or marker, and you should see something that will say something like map marker or something like that. Then all you gotta do is just click onto that to get the double click on it to get an options up, and somewhere in that menu, I can't exactly remember where it is, but just basically find map marker, place it on the map where your entrance to your dungeon is. Double click on the marker, and somewhere you'll have a little box come up with lots of different options, and somewhere within there, in that part, in the options, you'll find basically a way where you can rename the marker, and whether it's undiscovered or discovered, and this, that, and the other. So then you can place a map marker down. There's no limitation from Sony on that. But so that's one little bit of advice I'll give to the person, because that kind of thing has nothing to do with Sony. So he does say it's west of Riverwood, across the river. Now let's have it. So now here's the problem. He's saying it's west of Riverwood, across the river, I believe. See, this may take me a few minutes to figure this out. He did say there's a video, but I think for that you do need to go onto like the Bethesda site and then find that particular mod and then actually click on the video and then la la la. And I generally can't be asked to do that. But I mean, since he's specifically stating Riverwood, I can't imagine that it's too far away from Riverwood. So if he's saying if it's west, so it's down here. It's down here somewhere. Might be it there. There you go. So yeah, it's actually it's relatively easy to find it, because it's basically like this kind of place that you would never have seen before. So lucky enough, it's very easy to find. So there. But then at the same time, if if it's easy to find like this, and you don't need to the mod creator, then you don't really need to worry about putting down a map marker, because it's easy. It'll be easy enough for people to find it. So you don't need to worry about map markers like that. But again, map markers like this kind of thing, like the ones you get on the compass and that you see on the map, they're not restricted by Sony. So you can place them in if you decide to try another dungeon mod in the future. So let's go and have a look in Slayr dungeons. But again, yeah, he said it's going to be maybe like 10 minutes top. So yeah, I'm not expecting this to take majorly long. So this may be quite a short video. But we'll have a look. There it says here, look. Well, straight away, boom, big witch's head. Alright, so we got some redness. Okay, so he's messing around, and fair enough. He's getting a bit of red lighting in there. Design choice wise, yeah, a bit more detail, but obviously if the guy's just messing around, if the person's just messing around, then obviously yeah, then you know, they. But for as a suggestion for future, if you decide to try to do another dungeon mod in the future, in your first room, you want to give it detail. You want to give it a bit of oomph, you know, because it's the first room people see. So if the first room that they come into is either small and grand in scale or big and grand in scale, then people are going to be very more interested in the actual dungeon itself. I mean, yeah, if you're messing around and just testing a few things, then fair enough. I mean, there's a ginormous witch's head there, that's something you wouldn't expect to see. But yeah, if you're going to do something like this, you know, maybe you know, put like some benches up along here and along this way, or like broken thrones, or you know, the broken kind of ruined furniture, and so like little urns, and you know, torches on the wall, just a little bit of detail. It doesn't have to be anything, you know. Yeah, you can go small and grand, or big or grand, but it didn't have to be grand. But that's just my preference. But let's have a look. So, Daedric Greatsword. Obviously, these things I'm not really too boned about. But other than that, it's a massive witch's head. I'm gonna take the torch bug. Wow, they didn't like that. But yeah, I'm now. Oh, I can't. You can't. Ah, there you go. Ah, look at me! I got a ginormous head. Oh, that's another. But no, that's. Fair enough. To carry on, to nice big long hallway. Again, just needs a bit of detailing, really. You know, if you're able to learn how to set up traps, maybe sort of like set up a trap or two. If you're gonna do like a long hallway like this, maybe set up like a trap or two. You know, just as a suggestion. But again. Sometimes in like old places like this, they did have big long hallways with not a lot in them. But maybe it's just, you know, put some torches in there and, you know, work a bit on lighting. Okay. Oh, looks like this room they paid attention to the whole bench and vase thing. And waterfall. Alright, fair enough for putting a waterfall in here. But again, design wise, if you're going to put something like this in here, maybe you just put like a little mineral pool or something here. You know, make it seem like the water's going into something for a reason. So, I think I got a pretty feeling most of my criticisms that will come in from this will be more to do with design, layout kind of thing. No traps in here. What's in the box? I didn't realise I was playing The Legend of Zelda. I found a small key. Yes, I've become Zelda. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, so we've got a door that way, and oh, I'm gonna go for the door first because I'm just gonna make an assumption that that key goes through this door. My assumption was wrong. Okie dokie. So yeah, again, yeah, I don't know how big this is gonna be. All right, so la -dee 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 -dee. Oh, it's locked. All right, what's in the box? I'll take the gold, but that's about it. So far, yeah, there is definitely room for expansion. I would say to maybe actually just carry on with this one. Carry on with this dungeon, but you know, learn how to learn how to sort of like make certain things, do certain things, and just again, but expand on this rather than starting something new because there's easily room for expansion and more detailing and stuff like that with this one. And you'll already have the shell for the dungeon there. You already have the layout for it. It's just expand on it with details, be more fights and enemies and stuff like that.
Is someone there?
The Protector.
Time to end this little game.
Right, well that goes easy, but I will say it is, don't base the difficulty of this on my playthrough because it's like, well, for example, Sword of the Red King. Okay, yeah, it says there 131, but that's because the number's too big for damage to register. But as you can see, my damage is actually 1,313, and then on top of that, it does 225 points of fire damage. So don't judge the difficulty of this and as an unfinished mini dungeon on my playthrough. But let's just see what he's got. So I'm gonna have the heart. Slayr's Warhammer. Yeah, it's nothing incredibly special, but it probably, but it's it's an enchanted Warhammer. But there is a big box, boss chest. What's in the boss chest? Boss key. Yeah, this is literally the Legend of Zelda. But Legend of Zelda maybe from I don't know, the NES era. So I'm playing like Zelda from like 1987 or something like that. When was the original Legend of Zelda released? I can't remember. Was it 1987? Or something like that? Something like that, I don't know. Okay, so now this time we're gonna go down this way here. I'm gonna see what's down here. Is this the boss key? Nope, it's just an iron door. Ah. Alright. Right, so down into a new room. Okay. This is a big ass room. Fortunately, not a lot in it. Alright, so I will see you when I get to the other side because it's quite far down. Hello. Right, so we got the Slayr here. So, goodbye. And goodbye. Ow. Ooh, he did damage. Come here. Oh, right in his fucking knuckle sandwich right to the bollocks. Okay, so yeah, again, you can't judge the difficulty of this dungeon on my playthrough. Boss exit key, okay, and Slayr sword. See, right, so weight-wise, it's very light. Damage, very good damage. Absorbs 25 points of health. Yeah, it's an alright little sword. I don't get what the whole boss exit key is though, because there's no actual other door here. I don't recall seeing another door anywhere around here. You got anything? I'll take your heart. That's about it. Oh, did you drop something there? No, it's just not a dagger. But yeah, I think that this is actually it. Because you got unless this door locks again by itself. Ah, so that door locks by. Were these things here before? I don't. Okay, I'm confused now. I don't recall seeing these before. Did I just miss them? Did I just miss these or something? I must have just missed them. Oh. No, I didn't know. Okay, so that's actually a neat little idea. That's actually a neat little idea. Because obviously what he's done is that the door you go through to get into this room, because for people who don't really know that much about modding or anything like that, is when you create a door, that's a, because you get two different types of door. You get the doors that just open and close like this, and then you get the door that sort of like takes you to a loading screen, or basically transports you to a different area, or in words for modern terms, another cell. Obviously, what that guy's done is the door you go through to get into here. It's basically the goal marker, the destination marker. It's been placed inside this room, sort of thing. You know, it's been placed in here. But there's no door back, so it is a one-way door. So then the door you go through to go back is basically it's a completely different style of door. So you go into this door room. Now, so yeah, I like that. I like that idea. It's not mind blowing, but you know it's a neat little touch. So I actually quite like that idea. That is, you know, because I came through here, I was into here, and obviously as you saw, I was just bit confused and was like, wait a minute, what? What? So yeah, I like that idea. I reckon that's a pretty funky idea. I like that idea. But again, I think that's it because this is the teleportation door. But that's it. It is very short as of at the moment. It is very short. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a lot in it. Okay, yeah, the guy did state that it's just a test. He's just messing around. I don't know if he's just messing around because he wanted to get feedback, or if he just wanted to see how it played. Especially due to the fact that he doesn't even have a PS4. That's the problem. This guy doesn't have a PS4 for him to test this, so it's all like. There's no way he's going to get feedback unless people play on it and give him feedback. So, now with that done, I would like to come to a part that is now Will's retrospective. Right, so I'm not going to be too harsh. I'm not going to be massively harsh on this because, you know, I can't really be that harsh in it because there's not a lot in there to be harsh on. You know, you can't be harsh again on something where it's people, where it looks like someone's tried to give it a go but have completely failed, or tried to do something that they just couldn't do. Obviously, this guy was just doing some testing and probably just messing around with the creation kit. So I can't be too harshly critical. Now, as the dungeon as a whole, I would if the mod creator, if you are watching this, though I doubt it, but you never know, I might get lucky and you might actually watch it. I might actually even message you on the Bethesda site and actually leave a comment for you to notify you and actually give you a link to this video. Actually, might actually do that. But anyway, so the actual dungeon as a whole, yeah, learn a bit more about the creation kit, learn a bit more about how lighting works, and to do detailing, like in ways of like how to make something look like a dungeon, in ways of like, in the case of this one, it'd be like the Nordic ruins, in the ways of like broken benches and tables and the thrones and the sarcophaguses, and and all that kind of thing. It's learn how to, it's get working on that kind of designing, that on how to do that kind of design. In the ways of lighting, it is, yeah, you could have red lighting going along the ceiling, but I would say for a dungeon like this, it's better for you to put in just like the torches on the wall, put some light in there, go trying, have a little mess around with ambient lighting, which is, I will say, it's not like the easiest thing in the world, but it's something that you pick up very quickly, on how to do ambient lighting. It's something that you can pick up quite quickly. And it's just, I would just say, instead of building a whole new dungeon from scratch and going from things that you'll slowly learn yourself, or from what you take away from possibly this, is just expand on this one. You've got the basic shell there. You've got the basic shell of the dungeon. Yeah, you could probably put a little bit of an extension here, a little bit of an extension there. Just put in a few more couple of more rooms, a few more chests. Do it on a few different layers of levels, sort of thing. La la la. Give it a bit of depth, kind of thing. And just just work on detailing. And then adding a few new enemies for you to fight, and it's basic. All the things that you gotta do is just basic general stuff. That's all it is. So I can't be like, do this, that, blah blah blah. It's just general basic stuff. Expand on this. Add a couple of new rooms. Do it on different levels, just so it doesn't feel like one flat kind of area, because that gets a bit mundane and a bit boring, especially if you're doing a long dungeon crawl. So you're better off just sort of like, do it on different levels and just put detail in it. Just put in like the benches, tables, just a few items dropped here and there, but just to give it a bit of detail, give it a bit of immersion into the same way to work on ambient lighting. And then just maybe expand on the whole Slayr mythos sort of thing. So it's general, just basic stuff. I mean, I don't know how long you've been modding for. I don't know if you've only been having a go at the creation kit for maybe a couple of weeks, sort of thing. But all in all, in the end, it's just basically, it's just continue to work on the creation. If you're interested, if you're still wanting to create another mod, sort of thing, create a mod in this, that, and the other, it's just continue to learn the creation kit and how it works, and how to do ambient lighting and detailings and stuff like that. And there's plenty of videos on YouTube you can go to watch that. There's people who will do tutorials on more detailed things, in the ways of like ambient lighting, scripting. Which scripting is still something I don't really fully know myself too much, to be perfectly honest with you. But just stuff like how to make enemies, how to make magic weapons, and how to make, you know, all the spells and stuff like that. There's plenty of stuff like that, and how to do dungeon layouts and stuff like that. There's plenty. You can have a look at some of my videos that I've done with some of the dungeon mods that I've either played through with other people's, or what some of mine are, just to get an idea of what it means in the ways of like detailing and ambient lighting and just general ambience. So to give a sum up, I'm not going to give this like a rating score or like that, because there's not enough there for me to be able to do that. But at the same time, I'm not going to be an asshole. I'm going to say, well, this was a 0 out of 5 because it's rubbish, rah rah rah. But no, it's just like to give a sum up on, even if it's just for this, how it is at the moment. General sum up on what I think that the modder just needs to do with this. One is create a bit more ambient, create ambient lighting in there. Just create ambient lighting. And two, is just put a bit more detail in there. Just a little bit more detail, like in the ways of like the broken furniture and the pots and the candles on the wall, and just that kind of general miscellaneous detailing, just to make it look like it was a place that was used once before, once at some point in the history of the Skyrim, basically. And three, just add a couple more enemies. They don't have to be anything special. They can just be just like the normal Draenmora, if needs be. But just add a couple of more enemies in there, just to create a little bit more fighting. So that's the three things that I would suggest for you just to do for now, or to concentrate on looking at for now. If you do decide to carry on with this, to expand on this, because there is room for expansion on this, which is basically ambient lighting, detailed immersion, for example, furniture, and all that kind of stuff, and a few more enemies, just to get a little extra loot whilst you're in there. So that's about it. That's about it for a Slayr's dungeon. So I will keep an eye on this. I'll keep an eye on this, and and if I find out there's been an update, I may actually come back to it and just see what the modder's done. And if there isn't an update to it or anything like that, then hopefully the modder watches this video and maybe takes something away from this, maybe. But that's it for my return to Skyrim. Okay, it was not the most grand or epic return to Skyrim, I will grant you. But I will be looking into doing some other things. I may go and do the other 2 dungeon mods that I created that I haven't done yet in the Skyrim series. Just so get them in there. What will it hurt? But either way, please let me know what you think of the video, and let me know what you think of this person's mod. And maybe also, try and out yourself, just so then, or even just go and find the modders, the mod on the Bethesda mods page, and just let the modder know what you think they could do to, expand on it, to, improve on it a little bit and stuff like that. Don't be an asshole, though. I'm not sending you to go speak to him to be an asshole. So if you start being, if I find that you're being an asshole, I'll come after you. But anyway, please remember to like and subscribe, and just share this video with some of your friends. You know, get it out there. You know, get it out there and help a mod creator out. And as always, I'll see you later. Yeah, probably in about 6 bloody months.